Ishu Boy and Guru in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, bigger news for you guys. Well, looks like somebody is not happy with the report from Athletic by Amy Lawrence. Kia Joorabchian has really gone wild and has actually launched a scathing attack in terms of the false reports that had been claimed by Athletic about the whole transfer amount saga about David Luiz, and Arsenal have spent somewhere around 24 to 30 million pounds just to sign David Luiz and to keep him for 1 year. Kia Joorabchian said there was a report over the weekend, a very bad journalistic report, very badly written with lies and fake information in The Athletic by Amy Lawrence. And as we have discussed with the Gary Neville and Tevez situation, we're living in a period of time with two bad problems in the world, with the pandemic and racism too. And things like that article, you cannot let people just say and write fake information and let them get away with it. I think it's bad journalistic intentions. The intentions were very bad in that article. They were aimed at hurting people, and please feel free to call me, because you didn't call me or Arsenal or David to verify your story. And if you're going to write a piece of fake information. And Kia went on. He was really furious. He said they wrote that the fee was £6 million and the total cost of David Luiz was £24 million. And there was an underlying tone that the deal was not correct. The agent's fee was nowhere near £6 million. It was less than 10% of that figure of £6 million. It was a very standard FA contract with an extremely low threshold on the numbers in terms of percentages. We have all the proof. Obviously, we've gone legal with them. This is really huge, isn't it? Wow. I mean, if Kia Joorabchian is going to take Athletic to the court, it's going to be really huge. And I would like to see it, because I really don't like the whole idea of this David Luiz and Arsenal spending £30 million just so, which also involves Kia Joorabchian's fees. That was quite smelly. Moving on. Empty Premier League football grounds could use noise from FIFA 20. We all know that. But with 92 games still remaining in the English top flight season, the sounds from EA Sports' top selling game is due to be discussed by the clubs. So let's see. Kia Joorabchian has revealed that Bayern Munich are still in pole position to sign Felipe Coutinho, while the Barcelona-owned attacker is on the radar of Chelsea and Arsenal as well as other leading clubs. Kia said, "It's up to Bayern Munich whether or not they want to extend the loan. It's purely Bayern's decision. We have a will to stay, and we will see about next season when we get back to this new normal." We've had some conversations with Bayern about next season already. Ex-England and Arsenal star Kenny Sansom has talked for the first time since the attack that left him fighting for his life. He told family holding a 6-week hospital vigil. He said, "I'm in a bad way." And a friend said Kenny is sitting up and has said a few words. "It's a massive relief, but he's still really ill and badly hurt." And another one added, "If Kenny is going to recover, he's going to need a lot of support and a lot of care. And by that, a lot of donations as well." Well, talking about it, but discussions for a contract extension for Aubameyang had already started in March. The Gabonese awaits a firm proposal from Arsenal, the club with which he wants to sign with for a long term. It is still his priority option, but more on it. Please keep watching the video till the end. Dani Ceballos has opened up about him joining to Arsenal. One of the bigger influences was Jose Antonio Reyes. Well, for the people who do not know, it's 1 year past the accident of Jose Antonio Reyes that he lost his life. So here's what Dani said. He said, "I joined Arsenal not long after Reyes died. He was on my mind a lot around that time because I'm sure he would have got in touch to give me recommendations on good stuff to do here in London." That is huge, isn't it? But moving on. Arsenal are leading their transfer rivals in the race to sign Arkadiusz Milik from Napoli. Milik, the 26-year-old forward, is highly regarded in European football, having scored 46 goals for Napoli since joining the Italians in 2016. He has suffered some serious injury problems during his time at the São Paulo, but remains a top-class scorer with 107 career goals to his name in only 252 appearances. Juventus are also said to be in for the Serie A ace, but Arsenal are allegedly at the head of the queue, with Milik possibly going for less than his £45 million release clause. Asking price, I'm sorry. But Moving on. Well, the Arsenal legend who Paul Scholes has described as his toughest ever opponent. Well, Scholes has opened up about his duels with Patrick Vieira, who retired from playing back in 2011 after one season with United's cross-city rivals Manchester City, insisting that he had to make changes to his personal game when coming face-to-face with former France international. Here's what he said. As a player, I played against Vieira, who was brilliant. The way I played there was never an opponent. I had to be fitter than, stronger than, more physical than. I was never that type of player. I was a passing player. I could beat players with passing, but Vieira, he was just so awkward, so tall, so long, so leggy. Just when you thought you had it, he would nick it over your head. He was just so awkward to play against, but what a really good player. He wasn't just a holding player. He got himself forward. He could score goals. He could make goals. He had great energy. Whenever people ask me who's the best player against, okay, maybe not the best ability-wise, but the most awkward I played against, it was Patrick Vieira. Well, moving on, Chelsea have made an offer for Ajax left-back Nicolas Tagliafico. The Blues are determined to sign a new fullback this summer, with Ben Chilwell and Alex Telles also linked. However, they will face competition from Arsenal and Barcelona. Tagliafico has 5 goals and 7 assists in all competitions for Ajax, the Finnish season for them. Moving on, Barcelona misfit Philippe Coutinho wants to return to the Premier League according to Kia Jurapchian. He says he has a desire to come back to the Premier League at some point. It may not happen this year. It may happen this year. We don't know. Okay, we don't know. We have not discussed anything for now. I have never heard those figures. None of these numbers have ever been discussed. Well, we are talking about the £9 million fee that Barcelona are asking for a loan deal for one season for Philippe Coutinho. Moving on, Julian Lawrence confirms that Arsenal have not offered Aubameyang a new deal. So it's the old deal that's stuck with. So let's see if Arsenal and Aubameyang come to conclusion with a new deal or not. Well, moving on. Cesc Fabregas says Jose Mourinho is the best manager for top players, even though the special one would sometimes call him rubbish. He says Arsene Wenger is the best coach for young players. Pep is the most tactical out of the three. He trusts the way he plays, and the way he teaches you to play will find the right spaces. Jose is probably the coach that played with my mind better. He's probably the coach that played with my mind better. He's a great coach for great players because he plays with the mind. He stimulates you. For example, when we were playing well and doing well in the league, he would text you and say how good you were. You played so well, but then say, today you were rubbish. You know, after the game, he would play with you. Jose works with the mind of the players like nobody. He can tell you you are the worst, and then the next day, if you prove him wrong, he will say you are the best in front of the team. Or sometimes you played well, but the team lost. He would come and hug you alone because you were the warrior for him today. People have different states of mind, but for me, it was good. Well, these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the views and news and everything about Arsenal comes on this platform every single day, twice. So sit back, relax, and enjoy all the news that comes on this platform every single day for you guys. I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers, and don't forget to subscribe and help this channel reach 5,000 subscribers as soon as possible. I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers.